hypersensitive, and the reason that I get into over explaining at the beginning, working with social, emotional, behavioral disorders, people are like, oh, that's so long. But that's really what I mean by hypersensitive. I mean people who are extra sensitive, not hyper and sensitive, but extra sensitive to the stimuli around them. So much so that people would coin them odd or very different, or sometimes it's, they're kind of irritating to certain people because it feels like they over exaggerate. It's just any of those difficulties that would cause a person to kind of be that, like that black sheep, or that, that one that doesn't quite fit in. It creates a situation where there's this sense that they're not quite right. So they know that they're a little bit different. And for those who have higher intellect, those who are higher functioning, this just crushes their self-esteem, because they start to wonder, okay, what's wrong with me? Why am I like this? Why am I so much more sensitive than everybody else? And the messages that they give to themselves, they also tend to get from others outside of themselves. So parents they inadvertently, they contribute to some of these self-esteem issues. Teachers, they inadvertently, they call these struggles sometimes defiance, sometimes oppositional behavior, and sometimes it's just, just plain old, hard-headed, whatever. But people really don't, since they don't know how to deal with it, and they can't relate to it oftentimes, at least not to the extent that they're, experiencing it with the other hypersensitive person, then they make other reasons for it. Like, all kinds of things. They call them lazy. They call them, just a lot of things. Annoying. It's a lot. In my work, that's one of the first things I do, is teach people how counterproductive it is to call out all of these names. Well, they're lazy, they're unmotivated, they're, all these things, when the kids are feeling like it's not that I don't want these things. I don't want to not feel like doing the things that other kids do. It gets me into trouble all the time. So, there's just, I don't know what's wrong with me. Eventually, when you create enough of a relationship with them and all the defenses are broken down, then it really has more to do with the fact that they just feel like they can't get it right. And so there's almost kind of a giving up that happens, and people don't quite understand it. Or if they're not liked in the first place, if just for being them, they're not liked, then it becomes this situation where emotionally that ego protection sets them up to be annoying on purpose, right? So at least now I'm in control of being the annoying one, as opposed to just being annoying for simply being me. If you're feeling at a loss with what to do with your hypersensitive child, I highly suggest you start at my website, www.lafayaway.com. There, you'll be able to find my YouTube channel, email contact, and every other resource I have out there for you to help you gain the best results you can with your hypersensitive kid. So go visit the Lafaya Way today.